Top 6 of Division II in the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Getting caught up, I'm so excited. And Sean Green just turns his back to us in disgust, I guess. William Stewart here. There he is, Mr. Sean Green. How's it going, my man?
Man, I showed the back of my head. It's not good. Buddy, I am great. I'm excited for Wednesday night. Division 2 is always close. It's always a battle. And I think we got another one brewing here tonight, buddy.
Yeah.
Randy White is playing tonight. That's always great.
Randy White taking on Tyler Holmes this evening in a battle, as it's our number 1 in averages. Taking on, listen to this, our number 17 in averages. That's how close our averages here are in Division 2. They're just that close because Tyler's actually in the top 6, and he's not too far away from Randy, to be honest, 0.3 away in differential. So
yeah, how about
exciting.
that? 1 to 17 is 0.3 average away. That's insanity, dude. You got Randy White playing at all seasons in Tacoma, Washington for the WWDL. He's actually from Federal Way, Washington, which is a sweet name of a town, if I'm being honest with you. His average is a 4.50. He is number 1 in average for Division 2. He has 22 9 marks. 4 of them are white horses. 72 7 marks. 57 games played, and his win percentage is 60.3%. And he has taken on the man from Missouri, Tyler Holmes, who's a CDL fuel hauler from Arnold, Missouri, engaged to Brianna. So shout out to her. 4.15 average, so I guess it's 0.35, you liar. 18 9 marks, 65 7 marks, and he's played more games with less 9 marks and 7 marks. That tells you about how much better Randy might be playing at the moment. But on any given night, anything can happen in darts, bud.
Yes, it can. Anything can happen. We've seen it before. We could see it this evening. Who knows? I'm just anticipating a battle just like the ones we've seen in the recent matches here on the stream, as we've been 9-8 our last 2 go-arounds. So maybe we'll make it 3 in a row. Who knows? Let's find out here in just a moment's time. Left in this bracket, we got our match this evening. Randy White taking on Tyler Holmes. Brian Smith actually came out on top of Mark Rowe. He's in that 4th spot, as we see Jeff Burning in the 3rd spot, awaiting that match next week.
Yeah, and you see over there from New York, Aaron Ham from Knox Amusement sitting there in the king seat. And man, money is starting to fly left and right. I don't know if you can see that up there, but first place, 5th, 6th place. So tonight they're playing for $350. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. If you win this match, the worst you can do is $600. That's better. That's much better. And if you win that next match, $1,000 on the line. $1,000 for 3rd place, all the way up to 1st, which is $2,500 with $1,500 in between for 2nd place. A lot of money jumps up from this point forward, bud. So a lot on the line here. And if you've never, ever watched our CSC Challenger Series before, let's go over the format and specific rules. It is a double elimination style tournament. Both of these players are on the loser side, playing for that 5th, 6th spot. As Nick is distracting me with the movement of the camera. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork, or 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is the PPD player advantage rule. If we go the distance, which we've done 2 times in a row. Players will cork for start in the last leg decider. And look at that, a 140 to start off from Randy White.
Let's see what Tyler Holmes can do for an answer here. There's a trip 20. How about another? Come on now. Does he go down?
Bullseye. I think he went for the bull.
He did, as he hits a single 2, unfortunately just a bit outside, as Bob Euchre would say. Well, for those that are keeping track, I think we're on bud number 3 at least. I think so.
No way. There's no way. I've already said it that many times.
I think so.
Well, listen, I'm going to stop being nice then, because that's all I got for you.
I had to come back from the hashtag Will's fired comment.
What are you talking about? Who said that?
Oh, yeah. I don't know who.
That was a
that
rumor that I heard. I heard that rumor, and I just spread it. That's not my fault.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, nonetheless, I'm here, and we're here to introduce you to this match, man. I got to tell you, this is going to be a good one. I think Tyler is going to be surprisingly, I mean, the averages, yes, there's a little discrepancy, but when you're talking, really, when you look at it, it's not really that much at all, and it can sway in any way on each leg or even the match in itself. So I think Tyler's going to come out here, and I honestly got Tyler winning 9-7. Yep.
Ooh, I didn't even have to ask you. You already got it figured out in your own mind. A 7 mark there from Tyler. He's starting out on fire. I'm going to take Randy, and I'm going to take Randy 9-6. That's how much I'm feeling that one. Randy 9-6. And I'm just saying, I feel pretty good about that. You know what also I feel pretty good about? The fact that A to Z Darts is sponsoring tonight's live stream. Stop by AtoZDarts.com after the match to check out their brand month specials. It's all about shot darts during the month of September. Now until the 30th, you will find select shot player darts on sale, like the Kyle Anderson, Ryan Murray, and barrels. Today's stream will also be featuring the Shot Darts Warrior range during the commercial break. The Warrior models all feature intricate and decorative designs, a very contemporary tribal tattoo style. It's the tattoo that you get covered up, but it's the dart that you keep forever.
We'll take it. Randy making a stand here.
Dynamite. There's the first one from Randy White.
See how Tyler answers here. Just 2 single 20s. Looks like there's a little crowd behind him this evening at the Cape VFW.
He's got some support down there, it looks like.
Pops is tuning in once again. How's it going, Dad? Thanks for joining us.
Good old Goddard, Kansas.
Good old Goddard.
Todd Pedersen's watching from All Seasons, Tacoma, Washington. Randy 9-7 is what he's saying. Paul saying sound effects. What sound effects? Me?
No, the boom goes off every single time a 9 marks hit, and my board was not adjusted right, and I think I just kind of hurt everyone's eardrums there. So humble apology there. Sorry about that, everyone, but it is adjusted now.
You got some sound effects, bud? What?
You guys don't watch back our shows.
Barely ever, bud.
Not at all.
I think both of us hate hearing our own voice, so let's just be honest here, my man.
What are you talking about? A to Z Darts is giving away a $15 gift certificate to their website tonight as part of their live stream giveaway. It can be used on any product seen on the website and combined with any special. Use it towards a $45 purchase to qualify for free shipping in the continental U.S. All you have to do, buddy, is hit that like button, leave a comment in our chat, buddy, and you will automatically be entered in for your chance to win that.
So that makes it 7 now, as he threw off 3 right there in a row. So counter up, Dan. Counter up. I love it. I love it. I love it indeed. I gotta add that gentleman anyways, now that I know who he is. He's like 9. There's 9. There we go. How about this turn of events here? Tyler really started off hot. I was like, man, this is going to be a great leg for Tyler to steal right off the bat. And Randy has just said, no, sir.
9.6, I'm telling you. 4.50 his average in the CSC, and that's how he gets us started. Randy White. Getting it going here early, bub. Hi, I said bub. That's different.
No.
It's different.
No. Dad's letting us know he's sure glad we got Nick on the buttons because he knows that I'm terrible at it. That's why.
Same. I am not the best at that either.
Those that didn't know, Sean Green has his indie darts to the point streaming that he runs usually every Tuesday night.
Yep.
They had a nice Saturday show the other day.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. We struggled early because our computer struggled early. We had never had that issue before with our computer, but Tim Neal did a great job of getting it fixed rather quickly. I wouldn't say as quick as we all would have liked, but rather quickly, and we were able to get everything going. We ran pretty smoothly after our little hiccup to get started, but it was a great night all around. Surprising win, I think, from Team Kentucky over Ohio and Indiana and the Better Together team. But yeah, it was great. Thanks for mentioning it. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, sir. You are welcome. Well, Tyler
Bud counter, great.
has the start. Yes, sir. We're gonna put that up there. Good work, Nick. Love it. Thank you, sir. So Tyler gets to start in this leg, of course. Randy gonna try to counteract that on the 19s, but let's see if Tyler gets a big triple here and chooses to go right down. He's gonna go right down and not have the triple. He said, I don't care.
Is that what he said? He said, I don't care.
Yep, looks like it.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, and only 4 to follow from Randy. Both throwing 4.5s. Tyler Holmes. Oh, a 7 mark. Woo. AJ, thanks for heading over and hitting that like button on To The Point streaming. Appreciate that. It's very nice. Very nice of y'all.
Randy,
All of you, go do it. Do it.
Big last dart triple there. Big 4 mark. But it's not going to be enough as Tyler's just going to 1-2 punch the 18s, hopefully.
It's rid of them.
Just barely.
I got to be honest with you, but I got to be honest with you, man. I can't even talk anymore. Like it's crushed my whole soul that I can't say the BUDDY word anymore.
Nick, I love it. I love it. We finally got something on Sean, buddy. We finally got something on Sean. Don't you love it?
You guys enjoy this match. I'm just going to hang out.
I'll take the backpack tonight. Don't you worry. And, big 7 mark there from Randy. 380 plays 360 here. Just one needed for Tyler, though. Yeah, I was thinking he's not going to go just first for it. I like to point before I go ahead and take my chances at a close. Nick, I'm pretty certain that he's just gone and left this bad boy. So if you want to chime in with me, we can do it, and we'll just leave him. We'll just leave him be.
For sure, bud. I mean, I would be happy to.
I hate you both so much.
Talking with these players in the interviews, Tyler Holmes, Randy White, they know there's only 5 people left. It is the very end of this tournament, and both of them are hungry for a win. Randy White, of course, we've seen in season 2 of the CSC. Got a chance to talk with him a little bit. I believe at the time it was Division 1, but I could be wrong on that front. But really, probably one of the more veteran players in this bracket. And then Tyler Holmes, on the other hand, been playing for a few years, a little bit newer to the game, but definitely has that like young drive about him, which is what I love to hear when I'm talking to these players.
You know what stood out for me for Tyler is in his interview. He mentioned he used to play rugby. I actually used to play rugby as well, so I kind of liked hearing that. It took me by surprise, and I said, "What? Alrighty. Same probably brings that same energy. You think that you immediately think Gerwin Price, you know."
Sean?
He's gone, buddy. He's forever gone. I'm
You just
gonna
said it
be.
again. You just said it again. Ha! It's Will doing it, not me. I told y'all. Menominee. Boom.
No.
All right, Tyler Holmes, 3 bowls away from winning this leg, and that's going to help. There we go. 1-1 scoreline. Tyler wins the dogfight. That was leg number 2. So far, seeing some fight out of both players. I know I had it at 1-1, or I had it 9-6, but it is 1-1 right now. I did not say it during that whole spiel. There's no way. You're lying.
Oh, Sean, forget about it, as they say. Forget
Too
about
late. Too late. There's a whole counter and everything. Ridiculous.
it. 7-mark opener from Mr. Randy White.
And a 7-mark follow. Oh, only 5.
Oh, you jinx. You jinx.
Usually I get it right. Don't you talk to me about this.
I like that little interaction in chat right there. Sugar Shane saying, "Rick Hinsey, do I know you?" And then Rick Hinsey says, "Sugar, don't make me get out my darts." Oh boy.
Mike has
man.
a Gerapid.
Rick, of course, in Division 1 King seat match.
You wouldn't know it by our favorites, though. We barely ever talk about Rick.
Barely. And he makes it known, too.
As he should. He gets no respect. No respect around here.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
I'm sorry, did you say R-E-S-P-C-T?
No. I said R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Yeah, I heard what you said. You didn't know how to spell respect. It's fine.
This show is already off the rails, boys. We just got going here. Who's not off the rails right now? Randy White throwing a 5-2-5 to Tyler Holmes 4-3-3. This is going to be a quite interesting battle, up and down, back and forth.
Looks like Randy's got a single support system there. I wonder if anybody else is at the bar kind of watching or not. I know they got a couple boards on both sides of this board there at All Seasons in Tacoma. For those that are curious, we do not have the option to view Tyler's side of things this evening, unfortunately.
Hey, let's zoom out there. Perfect.
Yeah, that's actually really perfect. Good idea there, buddy. Just to take a quick gander of the place.
He said the B word again. I just wanted to be known that I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one, but you're the only one that's getting counted here. Abby, I don't know if they are, but I'm definitely not. I've had my coffee this evening, so I'm a little caffeinated.
You know, for the first time in a long time, I'm not.
Well, I guess you release a bird there, because I never do. 12 boards there at All Seasons. Wow.
Wow.
I did not know that. I thought there was 4 to 8 range. 12 is a great number.
Trying to win a shell card and got erased.
Kudos to Nick for getting that bad boy out of there.
It was a $750 one. I mean, it's like the golden goose of shell cards.
Have you guys been drinking? I'm not even sure.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to say buddy. That's all I'm trying to do.
Count it.
Yeah.
Count it. Tyler looking to make a stand here on the Bulls. A double would have been helpful there.
All right. Randy, 2 bowls away. There's one of them. Got it. Randy White, 2-1 lead. That was not the best from either player, but who can win those scrappy legs?
Yeah,
That one went to Randy.
Yeah, you said it best. That was not the best performance for both these guys. But hey, whatever gets the job done in the end, Randy's going to take it, check mark it down for another leg 1, and we'll continue on to leg number 4.
And just like most of our other matches we've seen in these later matches in the season, it's going to be about who holds their throw and who gets that first break. It's hold so far. First time you get that break and that momentum starts to shift, that's where we're going to start seeing this match start to get really dicey.
Abby calling me out for my Blueberry Hill nonsense. That was when I was playing, Abby. I let the reins loose on that one. A couple rumples flew and unfortunately caught up to Will.
Did you just speak to yourself in the third person? That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
where we're
I
at
did
now.
on that one. I did on that one.
That's where we're at now. All right. Well, Sean is disgusted.
We can tell we get along very well, and we're so excited to spend 12 to 16 hours a day together in Kansas City.
Oh, no, that's like a week from tomorrow.
I am not looking forward to this at all.
Gross.
I am looking forward to some good old-fashioned barbecue with numerous people, as I think we're going to have 30 people going up to LC's on Thursday. So if you're in the area, come join us.
Am I automatically invited?
No. I told, I actually commented to Matt Graff that you were not invited.
Wow.
Bobby, you are not lying, sir. Big ones indeed. That Blueberry Hill, if you need to check that place out if you have not. Definitely a historic darting pub.
Brian Henry in the chat saying, I can't wait to meet you guys. I am truly excited to see one of our button pusher award winners out at TOC. But that goes to anybody that tunes in each week. If you guys want to pop by, say hello. We will be around commentating, doing the work and everything. But we're excited to meet a lot of you guys in person, especially face to face.
Will is doing an autograph session. It is $5.
Get out of here. No, I never mind. I won't say that. I gotta make sure it's okay with Carly and them if I pull up some hats.
You're paying people $5 to sign stuff. I gotcha. Yeah.
That's it.
I keep forgetting. Guys, isn't that worth it? He'll ruin your jersey for $5? All right.
Speaking of fives, 5-6 versus a 5-0 right now. Now we're starting to see these guys heat up. Those first round blues are kind of getting out of the way as they might be averaging a 4-3 and a 4-1, but really I expect to see 4-5 or higher at this point in the bracket with these guys.
Yeah, you never see us have a real dumper of a match. Let's be honest. Usually it starts off real hard or real hot, and then they kind of simmer in the middle, or we start off kind of as they laugh on me. Thanks, guys. Or they start off kind of slow, and then they catch fire in that fourth leg.
As we get a boom goes the dynamite there for Randy White.
John, you might as well give us it, bud. You might as well give us it.
Did you just say a dumper of a match?
Yeah, buddy. You never heard that? Jeez Louise. I think a dumper of a match is better than this boom goes the dynamite saying we've came up with already.
Wow.
Oh, man. I think you're crying. You are successfully crying.
Yeah, I am. That was good. Wow. All right. Randy hitting 4 marks on the 17s. These guys are still throwing above a 5, even with our commentary. Tyler trying to hit a lot of 18s, only gets a single. And does Randy try to steal it here? What do you think, Bob?
Oh, possibly. Yeah, goes ahead and takes a shot at it.
I'm surprised
he stayed. Yeah, I'm surprised he stayed there, honestly. I am very surprised he stayed there. AJ, yes, Blueberry is in the Del Mar Loop part of St. Louis. Been there about 50 years now.
Wow, Tyler almost steals complete control. Does so on the points, but there go the points. Randy gonna have to stay there for all three. Gets 7. I'm telling you right now, I love Randy's throw. The rhythm to it, it's nice and smooth. Tape back. He throws. I mean, it's like 1, 2, 3. Like it has a great like rhythm to it.
Yeah, that kind of RVB-esque rhythm to it, where well, not quite. He's a little bit quicker. When you look at Tyler, Tyler's got a little bit more movement in his throw when he goes towards the board. Where Randy's pretty sturdy. You can see that
Yeah,
subtle rock there from Tyler.
Yeah, it's a little hop. It's not anything big by any stretch, but when he takes it back, it almost like he releases the tension with just a little knee movement. Whereas Randy just nice and straight to the dartboard. 5.31 in this leg.
This is
My goodness.
I think the 17s and 15s can be a factor here for Randy. If he can start rattling off a couple of those numbers consecutively and hit a trip 16 following a trip 15, I think this very well could be a game winner for him. So look at those numbers throughout the match and see if we're right on that one.
We got winning darts in the hands of Tyler Holmes here. Double bull, single 17 would have been what he would have needed. Not going to do that. Sorry to cut you off there, bub.
No, you're fine. You are fine.
Randy White for the win of the leg. There it is, a 5.02. And I hate that bud counter. Hey, A to Z Darts is doing a live stream giveaway tonight for us. We're sponsoring one anyway. A to Z Darts is giving away a $15 gift certificate to their website. It can be used on any product seen on the website and combined with any special. Use it towards a $45 buddy purchase to qualify for free shipping in the continental U.S. Yep, you heard that right. Use it towards a $45 buddy purchase to qualify for free shipping in the continental U.S. And do you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPD events like the CSC Challenger Series, buddy? Players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. That's right, buddy. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com. Boom goes the dynamite. And checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players become eligible, or players can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstocbuddy.com to get signed up today.
Oh my goodness.
You're
well,
welcome.
If you didn't know it already, he's leaning into this one, folks. Next thing,
what can I say except you're welcome?
Continuous bud counter. Just with the boom counters as well, folks. Expect it from here on out.
Both players playing pretty scrappy, going back and forth, but look at Randy throwing a 6.33. Woo! He is on fire at the moment, and he is taking down trips left and right. Big 8 mark there for Randy White.
Huge leg of darts here from Randy White.
One of those
Huge
momentum
with a
shifts.
Capital Y.
One of those big momentum shifts. He broke the throw in the last leg, and now here he is on a tear. And one of those tears that really kind of scares you. Like, oh man, is he doing this all night? Is it one of those days for him?
And you know Randy's singing them to himself all night long. Gets the double 15 even. That's how hot he is at the moment.
You know, I love a good double every once in a while in a cricket match, but Randy's looking to make this 4-1, and if he can rattle off another one, our player advantage is going to come into view.
4, 2, 1. Randy White My goodness, he went double bull there. Throws a 6.00 here in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. Let me do the math. That is 1.5 MPR above his average for this thing. If he keeps that up, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. He could very well. He's number one in our NPR right now, but he could be number one in your hearts with a potential finale berth if he continues on with those kind of numbers.
Decent.
You're welcome. I stole that from a Disney movie, I think.
No. That's what I did earlier with Moana. With the what can I say except you're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I kind of took note, and I was like, we better go ahead and try that. I like it.
There goes the 19s for Tyler Holmes. A nice 7 mark. Throwing a 6.0 to the 7.0 of Randy White, who is just in a tempo tear at the moment. Will, I have a very honest question I need you to answer.
Go ahead, sir.
How many points do you think the Chiefs are going to lose by on Sunday?
None, because they're going to probably win by over the spread. And I'm going to take the Chiefs all day, no matter the spread margin. And I'm going to be honest, last time I saw it was 6.5, and I think it could be 10.5, and I think we're going to be just fine.
Well, boom goes the dynamite for Randy White. And I'll take that bet all day long.
You want to take 10.5 or 6.5? Because I'll give you either one.
I'll take 10.5.
Okay.
I'll take 6.5. I don't really care.
Okay. We'll go 10.5. There's your spread for this weekend.
All right.
All righty, buddy.
I'm just saying you're gonna
win. I know.
You're gonna have to owe me something. I don't know what it's gonna be yet.
Let us know in the chat. You think the negative 10.5 is too much of a spread? I think we could go negative 15 and be okay.
Oh, sorry, Nick. We're talking about football. Those are football teams that are playing against each other on Sunday. Football is a game played in the United States. It's one of the most popular games you can play.
Oh, is that the one with like the goalie?
No. This one has like the field goal posts.
But the other
the
one's a game of foot and ball.
Jeez Louise, guys. Jeez Louise.
Touche. As Randy, a 6.0 still going in this leg. If Randy keeps this up, he's unbeatable tonight, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Those 16s and 15s can be a big number for Randy this evening to take this one in stride on the legs that he is not starting. That's going to be a big factor.
Oh, I mean, he is all over the trebles. Another 64 points scored there. That could have easily have been a 7 mark, if not better. Tyler abandons the 16s for the 15s, then abandons the 15s for the 20s. Dancing around the dartboard without trebles is not the right way to go about it. Randy gets the point lead. Up 25 points. And Tyler is still going to go to closes. Does he not think Randy can hit a 9 mark here?
Could very well happen.
He did not take the bait.
Yeah, he stayed right there and said, "Nah, kid, we've been around this game a little bit longer than you have. We're going to stay right there."
Wise darts there from Randy White.
Knows he's got that number.
And Tyler's not going to get the point lead back here. Now Randy can try and go after it.
I would go ahead and throw a triple to start and then kind of do some business.
There goes the 20s. Bye-bye, Miss 17 Pie. And
I'm surprised he didn't go back to 16s there.
Oh, no. After I hit the first two, I'm going for that close.
Me, myself, I'm just always thinking about that one triple away could be harmful. And here we could see it. Oh!
The problem
exactly right there.
The problem is that the single 16 didn't add an extra bullseye to anything. That's what I was thinking about there. There goes the 15s, though. Randy White has dragged himself back into this match by going 6 mark, 6 mark. And Tyler, who just had the lead, finds himself now a definite underdog to win this leg. And he might be down 5-1 here shortly, bub.
Telling you, I think this is just 16s and 15s. Massive number for Randy tonight, and he's proven it right off the bat.
5.63. Woo.
Wow. We'll head into this leg before our break, but Randy's got it locked in here.
Well,
Folks, let me tell you what.
Don't forget the 6-1 curse. We've seen it before. The only other time we've seen a 6-1 score line, it did not go well. The 6-1 curse is a thing.
The only other time we've seen the one score line that's pretty much unreasonable to see. You go and say some nonsense like that.
Hey,
like it's a curse.
Question before we get really in the nitty-gritty of things here, Sean, because you started this. Who's kicking for the Colts this weekend? Is it a kindergartner for the local for the local elementary school? What's going on?
Well, if we play anything like we did last weekend, we won't need a kicker. Because that person saw the field once. One time, kickoff to start the second half. That is his only play of the game.
I guess you might as well sign a kindergartner up then.
Well, you know. It is what it is, but it will be Chase McLaughlin. Who's going to be your kicker is really what I want to know.
Hey, I don't care if it's Reed or Butker at this point because they both got legs. They can kick it 60 yards, so I'm good with either or.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that it's Reed because I'm sitting in the corner of the end zone. Like the corner of one of the end zones. So maybe I'll actually catch a ball that he kicks with how far offline he kicks the ball. Like I'm kind of close to like the pylon of the corner of the end zone. He might get one over to me.
You never know. You never know. Randy off to a hot start in this one. 6.33, Sean. Looking for a 6-1 lead.
Here's a question for you guys. If this is how Randy's been playing since he said this season his darts really clicked for him, what did Aaron Ham do to beat him? This guy is in the loser side right now.
Aaron currently in the 6th spot in NPR with a 4.33. Sean, just to rattle off a few numbers, second currently is Brian Smith at a 4.39, Jeff Burning in 13th at a 4.22, and then Tyler in 17th at that 4.15. And how many members do
next week we might get 1 and 2 in NPR?
We could. We potentially could. That would be crazy on the loser side.
Woo!
3rd place match. Sorry, 4th place match.
Yeah. Yeah, but Tyler's got a lot to say still about that potential. Randy, though, point lead and goodbye to the last number for Tyler to point without going Bulls. Tyler's not playing poorly. He's averaging in the 4s, and for his average is a 4.15. He's averaging in the 4s. He's doing everything possible to win legs. He's just not because Randy's doing that. 6-1 scoreline for Randy White.
Well,
he's 3 legs away, bub.
And after a questionable start, 4.50, 3.78, it was a 5.02, 6.0, 5.63, 5.0. to round us off into the break here, folks. So hang tight. We'll have a couple interviews coming your way before we round out this match with our race to 9.
Hey, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
My name's Tyler Holmes. I'm playing at the Cape VFW, and I play for Newman's Amusement.
Well, Tyler Holmes, welcome to the CSC Challenger Series Division II broadcast and your match against Randy White this evening. How are you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. Just just anticipating the match tonight.
Awesome to hear. Well, you do have a good one in front of you. You have Randy White, which is the #1 remaining average in the CSC Division 2. There's about a 0.3 MPR between you guys. Do you think that's going to be a factor this evening?
No, I mean, it's any given day, dart by dart. I mean, to whoever capitalizes when they need to.
And with your matchup against Randy White, what's your key to success to coming out on top tonight?
Play my game. I mean, don't need to play into any other strategy. I mean, a couple different ways anybody can play. Just go up there, one dart at a time.
Let's say tonight goes well and you actually run through the bracket, make it back to the finals here. What would you do with that prize money if you won?
For that question, probably come up. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of different things we could use the money for. I mean, planning a trip for our family, got a wedding coming up. I mean, down payment for a house. I mean, who knows? I mean, whatever my fiance will let me spend the money on.
Fair answer. Very safe answer, my friend. You gotta make sure the fiance is happy. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along this evening?
I appreciate the support from everybody. I mean, everybody in our area, everybody else in the PPD community, everyone that's reached out, everyone that I've met along the way. I mean, everyone that I'll finally get to meet this year at TOC next week. Appreciate it for everybody, my vendor, and PPD as well for putting this on.
Well, we're excited to see you toe the Aki against Randy White this evening for a CSC Challenger Series Division 2 matchup, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck, Tyler.
I am Tyler Holmes, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
My name is Randy White. I'll be playing at All Season Sports Bar in Tacoma, Washington, and the operator is WWDL.
Well, Randy White, it's an absolute pleasure to have you back on the CSC Challenger Series Division 2 matchup with your match against Tyler Holmes this evening. How have you been?
Fantastic. So I'm feeling good. The darts have been going real well, so I'm looking forward to tonight. Hopefully they'll continue the same as they have been.
Well, it's been a little while since we last talked. We had you last time on a Season 2 matchup, and this CSE, you're doing a really good run. There's only 5 players left in this bracket with your match against Tyler Holmes, but right now you are the highest average in Division 2. So overall, you'd say this tournament's been going well for you so far?
Absolutely, yeah. It just seemed like it started clicking right at the right time, and so I'm very pleased.
Well, your only loss this season was against the person sitting in the king seat, Aaron Ham. How'd that match go for you?
That was a close match. I mean, that was down to the wire. Probably a dart. I mean, it was that tight.
So right now, loser tonight walks at $350. Then fourth place $600, $1,000, and so on. Do you ever catch yourself thinking about that prize money?
No, just one game at a time, and hopefully I'll get to the end.
Well, if you do get to the end, what would you use that $2,500 for?
I'm gonna have to take my wife out for a wonderful weekend because she's she definitely is earning her stripes dealing with me in these darts.
Hey, that's a good of reason as any. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along this evening?
Hopefully, they're rooting me on, and hopefully the darts are good, and I just want to thank All Seasons and and my wife Lisa, and a little shout out to Willie Walker and Mark Rowe for pressing me and pushing me to be a little better. So,
well, we love to see it, and we're excited to see you back on the Aki this evening and your matchup against Tyler Holmes, CSC Division 2. We wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Randy White, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Back here.
Oh, buddy.
Which you would. Back here for the continuation of our match. Randy White 6, Tyler Holmes 1. Randy coming out on fire in the last 4 legs he's won here. 5-0, 6-0, 5-6-3, 5-0, folks. It's just some dirty darts there from Randy White. And our game screen does say 7-1 there, but that includes our diddle, just so that you folks there at home are kind of questioning that. There's your answer.
Yeah, I called it 9-6 Randy. You said 9-7 Tyler. That can still happen. I didn't mean to giggle at you. That's my fault. I apologize. But at this point, do you want to change your prediction?
No, I'm going to hold to it just because I had faith. I was keeping the faith. That's what I'll be doing this evening.
That's a great movie.
You're welcome. You're welcome, sir. No, I think Tyler, he just needs to catch fire here and get after it. I think he just needs a couple legs to collect. Now, the margin could be a little bit too much to come back from, but we'll see. We'll see. And I did want to mention something. We do have that giveaway going on. I've had a couple folks that reached out to me and be like, what happens with those giveaways? You guys never announce them. Well, for those that are curious, we announce them the next day. We actually can't do the drawing until after the stream is over. So that's why we wait till afterwards. And then we do the drawing right away, pick a winner. And then tomorrow on the Partners Promoting Darts Facebook page, we announce our winners. So keep an eye out after the streams the next day on the Partners Promoting Darts Facebook page.
And just a piggyback off that too. So I mean, hold on.
We'll give him a show.
Dynamite to get us started for Tyler Holmes. I believe that's his first, isn't it?
I believe it may be. Go ahead, Nick. What were you saying, though, bud?
I'm just amazed. These darts are really, really good right now, so it's hard to go back into it. But with those giveaway winners, so we pick them after the stream, randomly picking one of the Facebook comments, and we do check the Partners Promoting Darts and the USA Darts page on there as well for any of the Facebook comments. Once those are selected, the PPD does reach out. Of course, it is TOC season. Sometimes there is a day or two delay. It's not always instant. But with the night of, as soon as the stream is over, we select a winner, and we make sure to write down that name, and we reach out to everybody as well. So we always try to make sure to keep it fair and fun for everybody involved here.
Glad you mentioned that, because I don't want anybody thinking Will's just pocketed a bunch of giveaways here. Although I wish I could.
Dan Jones making a little bit of a point. Hey guys, do you think that because Randy is out of Washington that he has an advantage because it's closer to his time that he plays League, where Tyler it's later in the night?
Yeah, that is I've always thought this could be an advantage. I mean, if you're sluggish, maybe Tyler works early mornings. What if he works at 5 a.m.? Man, that's dangerous.
And he is a truck driver.
But this is another factor though. He's not on the East Coast.
Right.
Because if he is on the East Coast, well, it's 10 o'clock right now.
Yeah, it's 10:19 my time currently. Yep. And next time. Will, you're central. You're weird. But no, it's a great point to make, depending on where they're from. Division 2 last season, I believe we had a Arizona won Division 2, but played against Texas. I don't know if they're on the same time zone or not. Am I an idiot for not knowing that? Are they on the same time?
Say Arizona and Texas?
Yeah.
Well, Arizona's usually on a weird time anyways, because I think they're one of the... No, is that New Mexico? New Mexico's on their own time zone. Like, they don't have the daylight savings time, I believe, right? Or is that Arizona? It may be one or the other. So Arizona's a weird one. One of those two are weird.
Mark Rose says there's no way you're thinking of any of that, by the way.
He just doesn't want anybody to know. But here's the thing, too, is it's a weird thing because over on the East Coast, it may be late at evening, but what time do these guys get out of work and are able to play?
I mean, listen, if I'm at a blind draw in Indianapolis, 10:19's, 10:20 is nothing. That's not late for a blind draw, even during the week that I might play. But there are earlier and later blind draws for a reason. I would say that this is not a distinctly weird time for Tyler to play versus Randy. In fact, I honestly think it would be weird to start at 6 p.m. Or 6:30 p.m. instead of 9:30 p.m.
Well, one of the other factors, point blank here, is players in this tournament are usually going to have years and years of experience with a handful of exceptions. They're going to be used to playing tournaments at any time of the day. Those long bull shooter events, those TOC events, Shark Tank, whatever it may be. Those are all day events where you're playing from the start of the day to the end of the day if you're doing well. And these players typically do well in tournaments because of their ability. So at the end of the day, any time is dart time, as Jennifer just said in chat.
Tyler Holmes makes it 6-2 with a 4.8. And that was one of those legs where Randy did not throw poorly at all. Tyler just played great defense and scored well there when he needed to. Bradley Smith saying he wakes up at 2:45 a.m. And he said, I would rather it be later than earlier.
More power to you there, buddy. And no, I get that. Some people would rather, wake up, get that shift over by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and go home and enjoy their evening, or their afternoon, I should say. When I was doing quarantine darts, I actually did that myself. I knew ahead of time I could get the English crowd at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock my time, so I worked 4 a.m. to 1.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Ugh. Wake up at 4 a.m. Ugh. Gross. I'm not a morning person at all. Will knows that about me. He knows that I'm fresh in the evenings. My morning shifts are shaky at best.
Sean at tournaments, we go, yeah, I'll be down there in 15 minutes. An hour later. I'm just kidding.
Hey, sometimes, you get stopped by people.
So you're the autograph guy.
No. I ask people to talk to me so I don't have to go to work. But yeah, like I walk around, I'm just like, hey guys, anyone want to talk? Anyone want to talk? I don't want to go to work yet. Anyone free? Hey, how about you, sir? You look nice.
Hey, how about that? Opening another number. His last dart is Tyler Holmes. Instead of choosing to close out that 18, could it be harmful?
The saddest of moments is when I just walk around yelling, boom goes the dynamite loudly to see if anyone recognizes the voice. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. How'd you know? Yeah, those are the saddest of days.
Was it worse than the banana outfit day?
No, that was by far the worst day of all time. I am never doing that again, but I do already have an outfit for next week.
Oh no.
I will say, I was up in Ohio the other day and stopped at my old stomping grounds in Ohio to play some darts just with some random people at the bar, just talking, hanging out. It's a family-owned place I used to go to when I lived there. And someone came up to me. He's like, your voice sounds really familiar. Like, do I know you from something? And I was like, I highly doubt it. I was like, I don't know why you would know my voice. And he's like, oh yeah, did you ever voice a character on South Park? And I was like, all right, I was so close to getting recognized, but just not quite there.
How did I know that it was going like a weird direction?
Definitely a weird direction.
Because it's me.
Tyler, unfortunately, down here. What does Randy do? Does he make a stand and take his chances?
Well, you're seeing the player advantage rule in effect here. This might be a good time to mention it since we didn't already. That
I like that play. I love that play, actually.
Yeah, go back and point, close, point, or close, point, close. Is that what he did there?
Yeah, I honestly would have been keen to hitting that 16 first look and then going somewhere with the next two. But I mean, he still did it perfect. I think if he wouldn't have hit that triple, he would have stayed right there on the 16s.
Rick Hune saying this format is great. Love the live content. Appreciate that.
Randy White giving a 2 fist bumps towards the ground. Sorry to
this format
throw you there.
The race to 9 all cricket, which is fantastic for soft tip darts. I just think that this, honestly, I never get sick of doing a CSC Challenger Series match. I know it's going to go back and forth. I know we're going to see some great strategy. We're going to see some great darts. We're going to see some surprising legs. It's always entertaining in Division 1 and Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series.
I've always looked at it as whether you're a commentator or just a person who enjoys the game, maybe you're a player, you can learn a lot of strategy to take to your own game by just watching some of these matches. And I've done it. I know you have, Sean, where you just take a little tidbit and take it into your own game.
Oh, absolutely. I believe it was right after we saw Tito Martinez pointing fit on Brandon Neal that just dominated that Division 2 match that night. I think that weekend was Indiana State for me, and I used the pointing strategy that I think frustrated a lot of teams. It made sense. And Randy White making some sense, up 7-2. Tyler's going to get to go first 3 times in a row, potentially. And he's going to need to take advantage of that. Get back in this match, bud.
Randy's going to try to do exactly what he did there and just make his stand where he can. It's been the 16 so far. That's been his number. If I was Tyler, you gotta know that in the back of your head. Okay, this guy's coming back on the 16s and 15s on me. Let's get rid of those numbers, fairly quickly if he's making a stand on them. Gotta have an opportunity to do that. You can't just go out there and you threw me off, Nick. You got me. You just can't go out there and halfway it. I would say, half. What I was thinking there.
Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
Exactly. Thank you, Sean. Nick threw me off of the dang bud counter. There's another one for you. You're welcome.
Yeah, I feel like you say it more than I do.
I'm saying it now more than you are, and I know I am, because now I'm catching on to it.
Corey in chat saying, I've learned quite a bit watching the CSC Challenger Series. I've stepped my games up the last 2 months or so. And that's one of the really cool things when you get to watch higher levels play, especially there's not too many long format soft tip cricket matches that you see. And seeing this kind of really shows that there's a lot more intricacy than you would expect. It's not just about hitting your numbers. It's about what forces your opponent to shoot against you and really expanding your leads when you have them. And it also normalizes the idea of there's no such thing as too much points.
Yeah, Nick, you're right. You are right.
Scott's being to you, Nick.
He is being mean, man. I tell you what, he has a thing for Will, but not Nick or Sean. I don't know why. He likes the person that has to have the backpack in order to get around.
Well, that's not what he calls you behind the closed doors. I don't even know what I'm talking about there. All right, there goes the 16s. Tyler Holmes keeping control even with Randy throwing a 6.0, man. And he's going to keep this up. Wow.
Hold it right there. Yep. Good 5 mark.
Is this match more so Randy winning it or Tyler just playing his best and just not quite getting there? His averages have been high. He has not really had any legs where we're like, wow, that's an off leg. It's really just Randy's being so dominant, and it's really hard when you're playing a 5.8 versus a 5.4, and your average is normally a 4.1.
No, I'm definitely going with, for me, it's Randy playing just a tad bit better. I mean, you look at those 4 big legs of 5+, where the 2 winning legs for Tyler has been a 4-1 and a 4-8.
Tyler, though, takes it down with a 5-1-3, holds off Randy's 5.57. This is Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series, bud. And we're both players are averaging 5s. A player threw a 5.57 and got beat that leg. Division 2.
That does show the power of going first, though. That's part of the reason you see an average discrepancy like that. The power of getting that bigger number and starting off right will help you a lot. Even if you're not averaging as high as the next player, you get more points per dart on average.
Hey, did you guys know that in this CSC Challenger Series Division 2, there were 31 players who accepted entry into this thing? Isn't that awesome?
That is great. That is great.
I agree.
Division
And-
1 as well.
Oh, another fun fact, that's just to throw out there. Scott Hanisch finished 17th to 24th in Division 2.
There you go. Throw him under the bus. Throw him under the bus.
He won a match, but I think it was a bye. Let me make sure.
I wanted to mention Nick talked strategy real quick, just for a touch, and questionable strategy or whatever. And we actually had a couple comments come through where, well, he should have closed there. He had an open number. Well, there's a lot more to those. Sometimes it's a smart decision to open up another number rather than close and take your chances at that and put pressure on where maybe that player didn't expect it. There's just so many different takes on strategy. What do you got for us there, Sean? Let us know.
Nothing at all. I was laughing at what Scott said in return.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to rattle it off for us, that information on Scott.
Well, Will's exactly right, though. I mean, there's so many different approaches. There's no correct way to throw a game. Now, there's clearly some wrong choices you can make, but there's no necessarily right choices. Whether you try to go that thermonuclear strategy that we all like to joke about, where you're opening a bunch of numbers but not going for points, versus going for a bunch of points and closing when you're ahead versus behind, we never know what's the right decision until it's already happened and we see what the opponent shoots after.
Tyler's kicking it in gear, playing with that relaxed mentality finally that he's been hoping for. Starting to rattle off some good rounds at the board.
Yep.
Rip 17 from Randy, looking for another.
Scuba Steve did ask earlier, Sean, any blind draws the weekend will be down in Indy, October 13th or 14th or whatever that Friday is. Yes. 4 of them or 5 of them a night. Just let me know where you're staying, what side of town you're on, and I'll get you to the closest blind draw.
I would love that opportunity myself. That is insanity.
Yeah, we are stupid blessed with how many different vendors and locations we have. It's honestly insane. It's insane.
Nick Yeast in chat saying, when does the new tournament start? Is it once a year or a few times a year? We try to run 2 CSC sessions a year. We're slating for our next one to start sometime in February.
Yeah, and you'll want to be able to be eligible by getting to that January 2023 lockdown date, which is January 15th, 2023. So that will be the last day to be able to get in games to qualify potentially for the CSC Challenger Series, starting back up in February.
Get those games in, people. Get involved today. Division 1, Division 2. Get your name on the list so we can see you on stream.
Tyler Holmes is taking advantage of the player advantage rule right now. In the lead. Now he might have to go back to point. Play around with it just a touch. That's a big trip 20 on the last start. Takes winning darts out of the hands of Randy White, but Randy going to try and throw in quite a few bowls of his own. Not quite the point lead. This is starting to get a little bit scrappy here at the end.
Yeah, it is. It's the player advantage for you playing out right in front of our eyes. If you do kind of get off to a really substantial lead, you have to maintain focus, as you could possibly, miss a few big shots, and then he could get a couple legs, and then you got to make a stamina run again.
Nick's saying, I play 1 league a week. Is that enough? Well, typically 1 league per week is enough to keep you eligible for that, or for the CSC Challenger Series, but you probably want to play some DRTs, probably get all-star trips in there as well. The more points you can make to get into that top 500, the better off you're going to be. Randy White is making this a match and a leg from Tyler Holmes. He's making him work for this win.
Certainly is here. Does he take his chances? Yeah. No, he didn't take his chances.
He went at
Where's
the
he going?
16s. I think the 20s were blocked for him. They would have had to have been for that. But Randy with winning darts here. 20s? Oh. My.
Ooh.
Oh, my. Falls out to a 16.
Interesting on that last dart.
Yeah.
I would have figured he would have went bull.
He did go bull. I think it just flighted out into the single 16.
Well, I wasn't even paying attention to the board, so that would be why
it's a bold move,
rattle off that.
We'll see if it pays off for you in the end.
Not at all.
Randy White gets back the point lead again. Tyler is forced to at least throw 1 dart at point. Daryl Ritchie saying it best. These Division 2 shooters are shooting like Division 1. Tyler's going to take it out right here, though. No, he doesn't!
No.
Oh, my gosh. He misses the big 20, and Randy only needs 3 marks.
And he didn't even go grab his darts. He knows. He knows.
Yep, it's over. Randy just won that leg. 8-3 lead now for Randy White. He is 1 leg away from victory. And I think I just heard my wife go into the baby's room, so I'm going to be in trouble after this no matter what. Might as well extend this thing out as far as we can go. Come on, Tyler. Come back.
John Green's scared behind the camera right now as he doesn't know what's about to happen. What a turn of events there from Randy. And Tyler's just going to have to take a deep breath. And I'm surprised he didn't stay on the 20s there.
It was a class move by Randy to put the pressure on Tyler enough to do that, but Tyler's got to hit a single 20, man. It was through a 111. I know that he dragged it low a little bit in order for it to go there, but yeah, that's a tough one. He's gonna look back, probably kick himself for a little bit after that. I'm happy with the way that he has kind of gotten back into this leg a little bit. The 4.0 is at least solid enough. I don't know how I would be able to play this leg.
Just a reminder, don't forget it's brand month over at A to Z Darts. They're featuring Shot all month long, and you can take advantage of select Shot player darts being on sale until September 30th, featuring the pro player lines of Kyle Anderson, Ryan Murray, Tori Kuesh, and more. Be sure to browse the Dart of the Month, where you can receive a free gift with purchase of any Shot Americana darts or the Mega Tactical Darts case. Head on over to A to Z right after this match. Grab yourself a set.
You know what's crazy to me is that after this, in Division 2, we only have 3 or 4 matches if there's a double dip in the final. That is it. We are at the very end of the road here.
That is insanity. I was thinking the same today, or right before the stream. I was just, wow, crazy to think. We're that close already. Sean, doesn't it seem like a couple weeks ago we just started this bad boy?
It does. It really feels, every time we do the CSC Challenger Series, the weeks fly by for us. I always get shocked when I'm, doing each match right up, because I always change the week name and then also who's playing in my Google Docs. And It's always crazy how quickly that number of week just ratchets up. It seems like 2 weeks ago. You're right. 2 weeks ago, we were playing the first match. Excited to get going. February's a long way away from me, bud.
Ooh, that could have been clutch there from Randy White if he'd hit that last dart. I think it was one hole into the trip 10. And Tyler's going to shut it down and go back up for points. Tyler Holmes looking to tick another win on the scoreboard.
This is an impressive showing from Tyler to come back after the last leg, missing the big number. For him to come back in this one and put in a class display like this is very impressive.
Well, and for the people watching that haven't seen maybe the first or second season of the CSC, one of the other things is we've seen Jake Schreiber, we've seen Willie Walker, we've seen players down significant margins rattle off several legs in a row. And this, again, right now it's more of Randy White winning than Tyler Holmes losing. Other than that one mistake, we've really seen like a professional averages and top tier performance from both players here.
That's a great point as well. Sometimes you get beat in the CSC Challenger Series because you beat yourself. Sometimes you get beat in the CSC Challenger Series because you get beat. And Tyler's getting beat tonight. Randy is putting in a class performance, throwing in some 6.0s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his average is a 4.5. How many winning legs does he have under that, Will?
Under 4.5, he's got one at 4.5, 1, 2.
There you go.
So he's got 3 at 4.5 or lower.
There you go. And that's his average in the CSC. And he's first in average for Division 2. And he's still throwing higher than that. He's throwing in a clutch display. And now he's taking advantage of Tyler's slow start in this leg. Tyler only a 3 mark.
This is where Randy can jump out to a really big margin.
Randy is putting on his running shoes, and he is sprinting towards that finish line.
And Tyler at some point needs to take away that 20 even though he's behind, because right now that point differential is going to start adding up. At some point you're going to take that risk from behind because there's no legs left if he loses. He has to not let Randy do what he's doing right now, which is getting a massive point lead.
I really had to resist the urge from Forrest Gump in that statement you just said there, but I'm going to do it anyways. From then on, he was a running. Let's see if he can run away to a finals berth here. Randy White looking impressive this evening. I think he's going to be, I think Brian and, wow. I think Brian, Jeff, and Aaron are going to be on high alert right now.
I'm sure all 3 of them think that they can obviously do this because they can. Aaron, for sure, he's already beat Randy once in the CSC Challenger Series. Tyler moved all the way across the line to throw in that last bull, throwing a little bit of a fun extra shot in there. I like to see that, as Randy White does get it done. 9-4 victory for Randy. I mean, class display, class darts from Randy White. Shout out to Tyler Holmes. He did nothing wrong that whole match for the most part, except for that one leg. But at that point, it's already 7-3. It's a little bit out of reach even there. But what a great match from Randy White.
Yes, impressive to say the least. I'm looking forward to seeing this next match between him and Brian Smith, as we'll get that, next week here on USA Darts and Partners Promoting Darts, before we take a break for TOC the next week after that. So just a little preemptive scheduling notice, as we will take a break of a week for Tournament of Champions.
Next week, we're going to have another hashtag Will Got Fired on Wednesday. That's a travel day for you, bud. I I'm excited to spend some time with you and Nick together. Last time we did that was New York City, and that wasn't as much. With for the most part, just Nick and I hanging out. Well, Will ditched us every night. Remember that, Nick?
Oh, I can't forget it. Although him and Jen did buy my pizza one day, so you know what? I'll take.
That'd be nice.
It was great, honestly.
What am I,
Phenomenal
chopped
pizza.
liver?
Well, why'd you have to say that, buddy? Why'd you
I
have
like
to
to
say
start
that? I'll give you
controversy.
one. I'll give you one good one before we leave for all you folks at home, as I think that's count number 34 or something this evening. As might as well. There we go. Okay. We'll just say 35. But
35. It
nah.
broke the 9-mark record. That is the biggest goal of tonight.
We'll
Miss
make it
Alvanita
done.
Dubois in the chat saying great match. Fernando, everyone else for tuning in with us tonight. Thank you so much. Cannot tell you how much we appreciate all the support you show the players and us. I even saw Lisa, Randy's wife, in the chat right after the match was over. I thought that was really cool. Nick, you did a great job of not having to do much tonight, bud.
Honestly,
truly impressive.
Dan Jones helping me with the bud counter. It was a full-time affair, as it is now a new staple for the CSC season
No,
3.
it is not. Nope, it is not. We're making a
And-
statement right now. It is not.
And Will doesn't like it anymore either, because he
No.
realized about halfway through that he says buddy just as much, if not more, than I do.
110% counter coming next week then.
Fantastic. Not gonna happen.
Absolutely. Guys, next week is for $400 on the line next Wednesday. Fourth place, $600. Third place guaranteed at least $1,000. Wow. We're going to have some thousandaires after next week.
Straight cash, homie.
Big money. Here we go. Join us, folks, Monday and Wednesday night right here on USC Darts and Partners Promoting Darts, both Facebook and YouTube, as we round out our Division I and Division II brackets. Take care and join us next week. We look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, guys, have a great night. TOC a week from tomorrow. Let's get it on.
Darts.
Bud.